Hi, and welcome back to my channel, Night Owl Collage. I'm Amber, and today we're going to be making some small embellishments for the next tutorials project using those paper strips that we cut off and save. And today we're going to be making some more Scrapbuster paper strip embellishments. I pulled out of that huge drawer of paper strips all of my like purples and kind of cooler pinks, so that I can kind of theme this around my kit coming out tomorrow. So we're going to be using those. So one of the first things we're going to do is the bow. That was inspired by this die cut that I have, and you know, everybody doesn't have die cuts, so we're gonna make this on our own with the paper strips. We're gonna make this little embellishment, so it's something like you can put on a page just to give it a little something, just something cute to jazz it up. And then a flower embellishment. So we're gonna get started on those. We're gonna start with the bow, and I just had the strips that I wanted and I mixed them up, so let me find them again. Okay, we're gonna start by making this bow. Okay, so we're gonna start with this strip, which is about 1/2 inch wide, and we're going to take about 4 inches for this back bow and 3 inches for the front piece. Okay, we're gonna take the larger one, find the middle, and then we're going to glue it in the center. Just fold it in and glue it down. Same thing on the other side. Sorry for my dog making noise back there. And then we're going to do the same thing with this side, or this smaller piece. And we're going to fold that in. And fold this one into the middle. Okay, now once we have those pieces, we're going to cut them into a bow shape. Okay, so we're going to just start at the corner and make a curve to the center and then curve out to the opposite corner. Just a very small curve. Okay, just like that, very small. And do the same thing on this side. And then we do the same thing for the smaller one. All right. Just going to round these back out, and we're going to layer one right on top of the other. Okay, a little bit of glue on that, stick it to the middle of the longer bow. Okay, and then we're going to wrap a middle piece around here. Just gonna take a little snip, and I'm going to make this half as wide. We're gonna come and we're gonna put glue on this. And we're just gonna wrap it around and glue it down. Okay. I'll just cut off that little bit of extra. Okay, so this is the basic bow, but if we want to, we can add these tails and we can add another piece back here. So I'll show you how to do that. So this is going to be the back piece here. So on this part, I don't know what is going on with him. So it's gonna be a little longer than your bow. And you're going to cut kind of a rounded triangle out of here on either side. See, that comes right there. And then we're going to also make the tails. So what I do is, let's see, I don't want the tails to be too long on this one. I'm just gonna fold it down like that. Okay, so I just did this and folded it at an angle. And then again, we're gonna make these kind of rounded. Well, they don't have to be rounded, they can be sharp triangles if you want, but I'm just gonna do rounded triangles here. So then we're going to glue the tail onto this back piece. Right in the center. Glue that down. And then we'll glue the bow right on top of that. So there you have a little bow. So you can make the basic bow or you can make this fancy bow. Really simple to do. You don't need the die cut. So you can make it yourself. So with paper strips. So find a good use for the paper strips. You can mass make those bows and you'll have lots of them to use for your projects. What I did do with this one, to make it kind of more shabby chic, I took once I made these bow shapes, I took my scissors and just kind of scraped the edge so you get more of this worn, shabby look to it. Okay. I just didn't want that for this bow for what I'm going to be doing with it. So, but you can just give that kind of worn look by running your edge of your scissors across it. So that's the bow. So next we're going to be making this embellishment. I think that's really cute. So I'm going to do a decorative stitch on this next piece. So I'm going to use, I think, this one, and I'm going to go run a decorative stitch down the length of this strip. So I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, I've stitched some hearts on this and gone ahead and inked it. So this is just a series of folds. So we're going to start with the biggest fold. Let's see here. Measure it to the size. This is about 2 inches. I'm just gonna fold that down, and then we're gonna fold it back up at an angle, whatever angle you want. And we're gonna make the second fold a little bit shorter. That fold is about 1.5 inches, I think. And we'll fold it up at an angle again. Okay, just at an angle. And then we're gonna fold that one down. And just adjust it as needed. Okay. That's all there is to that we glue that down. Glue all these little folds down. I'm just gonna take my bone folder to that just to make sure everything is nice and creased and flat as I can get it. Okay. And then all we have left to do on this is to add some buttons or flowers or other little embellishments that you like. Let me see what I have. Okay. This might be too bright, what I want it for. So let's see. I kind of like these dark ones. And maybe one pink one. Let me see what this other purple one looks like. Oh, I kind of like that. Let's go with that. Okay. So I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac to glue these buttons on. And let's see, I kind of want maybe these to go this way since the hearts are this way. So I might want to change this around so that the embellishment goes this way. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Okay. I'm gonna let that dry. And I'm gonna go check on my baby. Make sure he's all right, and I will be back in a moment. All right, he's fine. He just wants attention. He's being a little whiny, but it's all right. So the next thing we're gonna do is make this flower. So there's 2 layers to it, and we're going to do a decorative stitch along these 2 strips, and then we'll put this together. All right, I have stitched these, and I cut these and inked them, and I cut them into 2.5 inch strips. These are for the larger layer, and then I decided to do a lighter color for the smaller layer. I think these are 3/4 of an inch, and these are 1/2 inch, and I made them 2 inches long. So we're gonna use those. So first layer, we're just gonna fold these in half. And I'm gonna alternate the different stitches. Okay, then we're gonna arrange these and just glue them one on top of the other. So we're gonna arrange these into a circle to kind of get an idea of how we want them positioned. So about there. So I'm gonna start working on gluing these down. So what I do is I put like a triangle of glue on the layer underneath. Okay, so just like a triangle like that. I'm gonna lay that right on top. Okay. I'm just gonna glue these down as well. Just a line of glue on each side to keep that down. Okay, then I'll glue this one. a line on either side. And then we'll put a triangle of glue here. Okay, about there is good, I think. And then we'll do the same thing with these. I'm just gonna fold them down, glue them closed, and then we're gonna put these in between the first layer of petals. All right, so that is our flower, and then we need a center for the flower, and I picked this little clock button. I pulled the shank off. I think that'll fit right in there. So that's what I'm gonna do with this one, and I'm gonna use Fabri-Tac for that. All right, guys, there we have it. How cute are these? So we've got, let me get the glue off my hands. Okay, so we've got our pretty purple bow and this cute little embellishment, and then our nice big flower. So we're going to be using these in the next tutorial, so you want to keep them around, keep them on your desk. And thanks for stopping by today, watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll try to come up with some more ideas for all these paper strips, because I really got to whittle this down. There is a lot here. So I hope you can craft along with me and whittle down your scraps as well. We'll do some scrap busting together, and we'll make some really beautiful items. So I will see you again soon for the next tutorial, and I hope you guys have a great day.